final interview I'm going to have for the finalists of the idea. And the idea is this innovative competition. It's limited to veterinary students only. It's created by the founders of Vet Prep. And Vet Prep is a business model. It's actually an app that allows you as a veterinary student to help you study for your board exams. And it's very successful. And the founders of the company, 3 of them are actually veterinary specialists. And they met in vet school, and they decided that in vet school they wanted to help future entrepreneurs develop a product or an idea or a concept that they have that's completely separate from the actual veterinary school system, but creates another avenue of either income or entrepreneurship or business management. And so last year was the first idea competition. They awarded over $18,000 in prizes. And this year, I'm really honored to be able to interview these finalists. I'd really like to introduce you to future Dr. Cory Erb. So, Cory, thanks so much for being on the show.
Hi, yeah, thanks for having me.
You're probably in the smaller percentile of veterinary students where you've actually had a history. Usually it's done by life experiences. And so I wanted to ask you, Cory, is how did you come about just wanting to become a veterinarian, and how did life changes lead you towards this path?
Yeah, so I've always been a person who's interested in way too many things, a jack of all trades. And so in my undergrad, I changed majors several times. I finally settled on psychology and started working in the field of psychology after I graduated. And I realized that it wasn't quite for me. I started working, shadowing different professionals. My brother's a doctor, so I started shadowing him, and I didn't quite like that. And me being a jack of all trades, I shadowed a vet and loved it because they get to be the surgeon and the radiologist and the general practitioner and everything.
All you guys that I've interviewed so far have said the same thing. It's almost thinking about the human medical stream, and then and then you find the veterinary stream. So what was it specifically about the human stream that you just didn't like? I'm assuming it's a jack of all trades, but was there something different?
That is what it was.
Okay.
It was that my brother's a general practitioner, so mostly he would just meet with people and talk about what they're going through and come up with a treatment plan. So it was a lot of just interviewing people all day long and kind of a repetitive tasks. And then when I shadowed the vet, we were like, doing a spay and then jumping in and doing radiology and stuff. So I definitely like the variety of things that you get to do during the day.
You also said that you had some financial history too as well, some financial experience.
Yeah. So yeah, it wasn't as easy as just going straight from psychology to veterinary medicine. I jumped into doing financial advising because I do have a background a little bit in finance and business and things. I minored in business management in my undergrad, and I didn't love that. I switched and tried teaching for a little bit. I was a substitute teacher, and then I started teaching English as a second language, and then I didn't like that either, so I kept trying different things. Eventually, I loved vet medicine, so I started doing that.
A lot of your history is definitely going to help you in the profession alone. I kid you not. I think it's a great head start. How many vet schools did you apply to, just out of curiosity?
I applied to 5.
Okay. And did you get in your first time?
Yes, I did. I got into 3 of them.
Wow.
I know, I got lucky.
And so what was the deciding factor for you? Distance?
It was probably finances. I was offered in-state tuition here at the school.
So more power to you. Again, that's going to help you in the future. Part of what we talk about on the show with a lot of students is the vet student debt, and we're definitely working on that. Okay. So that's really good. So you have this varied background. You come into veterinary medicine, and you're still churning these ideas, it still blows my mind. When I interviewed the other competitors, I'm still blown away that I'm thinking of the time in vet school, how much time you have to put into the actual education program. You guys are putting that extra time into this, so it blows my mind at your tenacity and stuff. And if you like today's show, please subscribe. And remember, love your pet like they love you, unconditionally. Have a great day.